Hey everybody, Logan here. Today, well, this isn't the original video I had planned today. I just happened to look at my Xbox and I noticed it's finally here. That day is finally here. What day is that, you ask? The day that my Xbox Live, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate has expired. And it's funny enough, it wasn't actually today. As of the time of recording, it's June 19th and it actually expired 3 days ago and I didn't even realize it. Which brings me to my point. The point is, I no longer, after 17 years of being an Xbox Live slash Game Pass Ultimate member, I'm no longer renewing it. Crazy to think about, huh? Yeah, I looked at my profile, I had that 17-year icon. So, from my understanding, you don't lose it. Once you no longer are a member or subscribed, that number doesn't change. So, say I come back to it in October, it'll start the count again in October, and I will lose those 4 months or whatever. But that's not what I really care about. What I care about is why. And I'm sure you clicked on this video because you want to know why. Somebody who's been an Xbox diehard for so many years, someone who's been playing Xbox as their main console for quite some time, has finally decided to say, hey, I'm done. Okay. We're going to start with simply the price. The price, in my opinion, no longer justifies what you get. If I just want to play Xbox Live, okay, I could still do that, but they weren't allowing me to do that. I had to wait until it expires and then get an Xbox Live card. But every time I just wanted to say, no, I don't want to do that, they automatically, because I had bought a 1 year card, and I was like, all right, it's about to expire in a couple days. Let me put it in. And I went, wait, what? They're like, oh no, it's transferring to like 3 months of Game Pass Ultimate. I'm like, that's not what I want. And I had no choice. And I was like, okay. I didn't realize at the time that once you put the code in, if you decide you don't want to, um, you can just put it in later and then, just go with the whole year. I didn't think about it. I was being derpy at the time. So about a month ago, I just got a 1 month card because I wanted to finish a couple of games on Game Pass and play a couple of things, and then I never did. I bought that 1 month card and never played a thing. And some of you guys might think, hey, but it's a great deal. You got all these great indie games. That's the problem. There's a handful of good AAA games. There's a handful of good first party games, but nothing new. And Microsoft has promised all these day one releases that aren't releasing. So why should I continue to pay for something I'm not using? And to be honest, all I've been playing is Tears of the Kingdom. Every big release has been for the Switch or the PlayStation 5. And let's take a look. I'm going to show you right now, right here. So this is the coming soon to Game Pass. Exoprimal. I plan on getting that. Yes, from my understanding, it is a live service game, but I think I'm going to get it on the PlayStation. Why? Because I have PlayStation Plus Premium. And I bet you're saying, hey, why would you have that and not Xbox Live? I'll get to that in a minute. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Don't really care about that. Starfield, yeah, but when does that come out? September. Lies of P. Yeah, sure, whatever. Payday 3, cool, if that's your thing. Lamplight League, the heck? When did they announce that? What is that? Forza Motorsport, awesome. October. What am I going to do? I'm going to buy it physically because I like to have my games, because as we know, they removed the last Forza off of Game Pass and off of Xbox Game Store because of licensing. So now you can't play it unless you own it physically or have it already downloaded. But if you want to buy it now, you can't do that. You can't buy any DLC. You can't. I don't like that. So I buy it physically. And plus, I'm a big Forza guy. It's one of the reasons I still own an Xbox. and then City Skylines 2. 8 games in the coming soon. 8. 2? Awesome. 2 of them are really Starfield, I think I'm gonna buy that physically. Am I gonna play it online? Nope. Forza, I don't really play Forza online, but I do like the perks. So, come October, maybe I'll ask for it for my birthday. Maybe that's what I'll do for Xbox, but as of right now, after 17 years, they've lost me as a customer. Not just because of there was not really much drama when I worked for them, but hey, it is what it is. Microsoft has really gone downhill in terms of what they've been doing as a company. Xbox as a brand has gone down the tubes. Some might not agree. Hey, you got the right, but the writing's on the wall. We can see everything that's been happening with Activision Blizzard, what's happened with the showcase, the lack of games, Perfect Dark, the mess that is Fable. Just look at any of the trailers. Just look at the dislikes and the likes, the ratios. It's been ratioed all to heck. Look at all the videos of the people talking about how terrible the game looks. Look at the drama around Perfect Dark, how it keeps getting pushed back, pushed back, pushed back. Even though Matt Booty says, hey, it's playable, it's great, 18 months. You know what? That was the video I was going to cover, but I was like, why? Why? A lot of us are just simply tired of the nonsense that is Xbox. I know that sounds crazy coming from me. Some people even used to call me an Xbox fanboy. Crazy to think this, huh? At one point, I had, 3 Series X consoles and a Series S in my house. Now I only have 2 Series X's. That's it. My Series S overheated, was having problems, so got rid of it. Another Series X, we had a Halo one. My wife wanted it, and then for 6 months, never opened it. So we sold it. Got a good chunk of change, more than we paid for it. So that was nice. I rarely play my Xbox anymore unless it's to do controller testings for you guys. Hey, a lot of the third-party stuff is banger. And to be honest, you don't even need the console anymore if you've got a smartphone or a PC. All the games come out for that. If you got a smartphone, you don't want to buy the console, then Game Pass is good, cool. You can play a lot of them there. It's just, it's sad to see a company that has built franchises like Gears of War, Halo, Forza Motorsport, Crackdown, Fable. Remember Project Gotham? That was cool. MechAssault, remember that one? That was cool. Jade Empire, remember that? Even though that's BioWare, that's something that, whatever. They had a lot of great games. They really did. And now they've destroyed all the franchises. Just look at their social media. It's terrible. Pushing customers away, pushing patrons, pushing gamers away with stuff we don't want. And then you're bringing out these games that just look terrible or put politics that people don't want. And then you're like, hey, here's your Game Pass. You got all these games. With no offense to the indie developers, but people don't want to pay this price for these games. If they want these games, they'll buy them for $15, $10, whatever they are. 25 at most. But none of these big AAA games that they promised are even coming out this year, much less maybe we'll get Avowed. I'm looking forward to Avowed. We'll see how that goes. But that was the only one that really went, hey, on their showcase. And of course, like I said, Forza. Starfield upset a lot of people with the 30 frames, and they're like, hey, we'll fix it ourselves on PC. And that tells you something too. And you can't really do that with a Game Pass game, can you? What can you do with that? This is really sad. This is really frustrating to me. I know Xbox fanboys are going to attack me for saying, you're not a fan. You're stupid. Yeah, that's what you do. I get it. Fanboys are going to fanboy. I'm no longer in that camp. I'm no longer in any camp. If you want to put me in one, I can't. I'm not. Yeah, I'm a bigger Nintendo guy because Nintendo's solidly released banger after banger after banger, and with the most recent Tears of the Kingdom, and before that Fire Emblem Engage, there's such quality stuff coming from Nintendo. PlayStation, I like the Final Fantasies. What can I say? But that's a Square Enix thing. But they're still exclusives, timed nonetheless, because they're also coming out for PC. Looks like, Nick, this one's for you. You know, click to enlarge. Yeah, looks like your PC is the place to play. Oh, Alex is going to hit me with that too. I'm not a PC guy. I like sitting on my couch in my game room, just sitting there and just relaxing, sitting back with a controller and just doing this and just chilling. I know some people say, oh, you can do it in front of your monitor. Yeah, I like playing on that 50, 60, 70, depending on what room I'm in. TV and just reclining in my recliner if I'm in my living room, or like I said, my couch in my game room. And you really can't do that with PC gaming. I know there's ways to do it, but it's just not the same. And I've always been a console guy. I like my games physically. And you know, with the Switch, I can do both. I can take it with me. Hey, if I need to drop the kids off at the pool, you know what I mean. Take a pool. I can take my Switch with me. I've got my Switch Lite. I got my Switch OLED. I can play Zelda. I can play Pokemon. I can play Mario. I can play Metroid. All these great first-party games. I can play Fire Emblem. I love Fire Emblem. All these great first-party franchises. And rumor has it, which I was going to address this too, but hey, there's a leaker that says we're going to get, what is it, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door and F-Zero GX to the Switch. I love F-Zero. Love F-Zero. I wish we got another one. I do have GX on the GameCube. It's a fantastic game. Fantastic game. And to have those, man, the nostalgia, just great games alone, playing on the Switch. I got all my Ninja Turtle games on there. I love my Ninja Turtles. As you guys can see, I got those games on there. I mean, what more do I want? Mortal Kombat 1's coming to the Switch, but no, I'm getting on PlayStation 5. I want that 4K goodness. Now, one thing Microsoft is doing with the Xbox that I'm finally glad, after 3 years, no more Xbox One games. That hurts. I know it hurts you Xbox One guys. But now you're actually going to get the Xbox Series X version on the disc only. And another thing that bothers me is the uniformity of the cases. Sony's got that down. Nintendo's got that down. But Microsoft, come on. I've covered this before. Scott the Woz recently did it. They just can't get it right with those boxes. But hey, looks like they seem to have decided on a format. But that's another thing. Now we're finally going to get the Series X version on the disc. Too many problems, man. Too many problems. Not happy with the brand anymore. Not happy with what they're doing. The Series X is a great machine. Banger of a console. Built so well. Nice power. Without the games, without the support from Microsoft, without support from the fans in general, where nobody's playing it, nobody's buying it. Look at Japan, look at here, there's sales. And even Phil Spencer clearly said they're locked into third. They know they're in third. They know they failed. And that hurts. Microsoft, if you're listening to me, which I know you're not, if anybody gets a wind of this, drop the stank politics. Stick to gaming that gamers want, that we ask you for. Look at the YouTube videos. Look at the likes and dislikes. Listen to the comments. Listen to the gamers. This is what we want. We want good games. We want you to keep your word on when you're going to make these games and when they're going to bring them out. You say a certain year is going to be a big year, keep that promise. And you know what? If you know it ain't going to come to fruition, then don't say it. Or at least be honest with us. Honesty goes a long way. But hey, that's a lot to say. I've been rambling on about this topic for 15 minutes. So as you can see, I'm very opinionated about what's going on, what's happened, and why things are happening the way they are. And I'm done. Maybe in the future. maybe come October. But I'm just going to physically buy Forza. I think I'm just going to go back to Xbox Live Gold just so I can play with a couple of my friends on Forza. Uh, Nick, maybe he'll get it. I hope so. He's a car guy. My buddy John, we're going to play. And yeah, I think I'm just done with Game Pass. Maybe I'm done with Live. I don't know. We'll find out. I am enjoying PlayStation Plus, and I'll tell you why real quickly. PlayStation Plus Premium. Yeah, it's a little pricey. I did renew it. And you know what? The other night I was going through, I was like, oh my God, I want to play this game. Oh my God, I remember this game. Oh my God. I'm just not a fan of only being able to stream PS3 games. I get it. I get why, but it sounds they could have done better. They could have made it downloadable. They could have fixed that, but it was they took the easy route on it. But hey, is what it is. There's a lot of fantastic PS4, PS3, PS2, PS1 games, PSP games. Oh, you could have a few more PS1 and PSP games, but there's a lot of banging content on there. Games that I've wanted to play for a while and I just never played it. I didn't even know that were up there. And I was like, whoa, this game. And that's what you need to do in order to keep someone like me. Good games, banger games, even if they're old. Give me some good ones. That's all you got to do. I like good games. I'm sure you like good games. That's all we need. But hey, I've gone on long enough. Thank you guys for joining me here. Hopefully, did you enjoy that music? I picked it on purpose. It's a little somber, a little sad because it is kind of a sad thing. But thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, this video is a little longer one. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video, turn on notifications so you know whenever I put out new videos or new content, new episodes of Ready to Start podcast, and whenever we go live streamed. I think my latest one was Aliens Dark Descent. Pretty cool game. Not a big fan of RTS games, and it comes across I suck at them, but hey, I love Aliens. So go check that out if you're interested. But otherwise, thank you guys so much. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.